From New Hanover County Schools Television, three-time Blue Ribbon winner for the North Carolina Schools Public Relations Association for Outstanding Electronic Media, this is your School News.
Welcome to your School News for the week of November 10th through the 16th, 2014. I'm Felix Thibodeau.
And I'm Maggie Cottle. Topping our newscast this week, What's Next in Your Life Transition Fair held at the Spencer Complex. Pumpkin Project teaches measurement, place value, and other math concepts, and School Social Work named 2014 Southeast Regional School Social Worker of the Year.
As a part of North Carolina Disability Employment Awareness Month, New Hanover County Schools Transition Advisory Team held their annual What's Next in Your Life Transition Fair for parents and students with disabilities and special needs. The fair was held in the Dale K. Spencer Building. We get a full report from YSN reporter Dylan Grace.
It was a big day for the school system's transition department as they held their annual transition fair for students from Mosley Performance Learning Center, Ashley, Hoggard, Laney, and New Hanover High Schools. The fair was designed to help high school students with disabilities and their families plan for life after high school, featured both Wilmington area agencies and employers.
They have to do transition planning, which is to plan for what they're going to do when they exit high school, whether it's with a diploma or a certificate. Some of them will go to post-secondary sites, some of them will go directly into employment. And so what they need is to be able to connect with agencies and support services in the Wilmington area that will help them in terms of accessing disability services at a post-secondary site, or in an employment situation to be able to communicate with the employer what their needs are in terms of their disability, and also to have job support if they require it so that they can be successful.
The fair offered students and their families the opportunity to meet with private and public agencies that provide a variety of transition support services. The event was a convenient way to learn about resources available for transitioning youth. This year even featured representatives offering training opportunities and post-secondary programs to help individuals prepare to move from high school to life after high school.
Community agency working with individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities, and also individuals with disabilities through vocational rehab. So we're here to kind of display that as a transition for students getting out of high school and going forward in life, and to show them and the parents and the educators what we have available for them.
The transition fair also drew representatives from Petco, True Green Land Care, Lowe's Home Improvement, Stevenson Acura, and Kmart. This year's transition fair also included evening breakout sessions. Sessions included presentations on legal questions and concerns, vocational rehabilitation services, and the roles and responsibilities of families and students in the post-secondary and employment settings. The fair exposed students and parents to the employment and educational opportunities, as well as the community services that are available to them in the greater Wilmington area. Most importantly, the fair helped to instill confidence in young men and women who are preparing for what's next in their lives. Reporting for Your School News, this is Dylan Grace.
The Pumpkin Project teaches estimation, measurement, place value, and other math concepts. The Pumpkin Project melds standards-based content with slimy, tactile teamwork, making it the perfect October activity. At Carolina Beach Elementary, students in Miss Baltazor's class undertook the Pumpkin Project by dividing the class into groups. Each group had to predict which group had the largest pumpkin, which had the pumpkin that weighed the most or the least, also which pumpkin might have the most seeds. Each group recorded their predictions and created graphs that mapped their projections. Then the groups weighed, measured pumpkin circumferences, and counted seeds. One really fun part of the Pumpkin Project was to see if pumpkins would float. Students learned the water displacement method to measure the volume of an irregularly shaped object. In other Carolina Beach class, students used golf tees and mallets to make designs in their pumpkins. It was an exciting time for all students during fall pumpkin time.
In other news, Isaac Bear Early College High School's second Launching Leader session was held on the campus of the UNCW. International pianist and North Carolina native Barbara McKenzie was the guest speaker and focused her topic on creative leadership. Miss McKenzie is an award-winning piano soloist and chamber player. She is also a dedicated educator and the founder, artistic director, and artist in residence of 3 concert series in North Carolina. Ms. McKenzie's presentation focused on Isaac Bare's 7 leadership themes for the coming year. The themes reflect the qualities of leadership and include time management, strong language arts skills, integrity, resilience, problem solving, global citizenship, and communication. Ms. McKenzie engaged students and faculty and touched on all 7 leadership themes in an engaging and informative manner.
Claire McFall, social worker at Sunset Park Elementary School, has been named the 2014 Southeast Regional School Social Worker of the Year by the North Carolina Social Work Association. Her dedicated support of students, families, and staff contributes to the successful academic outcomes of New Hanover County Schools students and all students in North Carolina. As a regional winner, Ms. McFall will receive a free membership to the organization for the 2014-2015 year. She will also move on to compete for the Gary L. Schaefer North Carolina School Social Worker of the Year Award. The Gary L. Schaefer Award winner will be announced later this month at the association's fall conference.
Finally, old friends and their principal reunited at Forest Hills Global Elementary's first ever Alumni Day. Forest Hill welcomes former students and staff to tour the renovated school and learn more about its programs. Forest Hills has changed a lot since its opening in the 1940s. Today, the school provides a strong multicultural academic foundation in a positive, differentiated, and dual-language environment. One of the big treats at the alumni event was the 3 generations of Mighty Mustangs coming together to celebrate the wonders of their elementary years. Each generation shared a little bite about what school was like during their time at the neighborhood school. Now, when your school news continues, we have an exciting lunch menu forecast.
Plus, coming up in 60 seconds, we'll have reports on STEM Bus encourages lady students to pursue STEM careers, Gregory Elementary holds an amazing book character pumpkin contest, and nominations for Cape Fear Community College Board of Trustees position are open.
This is your school news on cable and online. Look for our blue logo for all the latest news online at www.nhcs.net. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
Lace up the cleats, put on the pads, and tape up those ankles. The football edition of Sports Roundtable is back for its 15th season on the Learning Network. I'm Marty Fuhrer. If you're a high school football fan, then join me for Sports Roundtable. We'll feature the area's most in-depth look at local 4A gridiron action. From a strong defense to an explosive offense, we spotlight it all on Sports Roundtable. Each week, you'll get a first-hand account of all the plays from New Hanover County Schools' 4 head football coaches. So don't miss the Sports Roundtable, Tuesday nights at 8 p.m., right here on the Learning Network. Sports Roundtable is made possible with the support of Papa John's Pizza.
Welcome back to your school news. North Carolina's STEM Bus encourages students to pursue STEM careers. Industry-grade equipment highlights careers found across NC in agriculture, health, life science, and engineering. The 40-foot mobile learning lab is staffed with trained scientists and educators. The interactive STEM bus paid a visit to Laney High School, and we have this report from YSN reporter Luke Williams.
Laney students got a unique opportunity to walk on board a one-of-a-kind mobile learning lab designed to engage and inspire young people to discover rich life science careers. Staffed by trained scientists and educators, the interactive science, technology, engineering, and mathematics activities on the bus engage students of all grade levels.
So there's like civil engineering, biomedical and stuff like that, and then there's a lot of different exhibits, I guess I could say.
I saw a lot of cool things. There was computers, and there was like this magnet board where you could fit stuff into the right categories.
The amazing STEM bus features iPads, models of atoms, mechanical claws, touchscreen displays, and tons of things for students to discover. A combination of hands-on, highly technical demonstrations allowed students to learn about specific careers by completing individual job tasks through short experiments or mini labs which gave students a first-hand look at technical jobs all over North Carolina.
We also have career cards throughout the bus, and those are 35 jobs that are expected to grow in North Carolina over the next few years. And so we promote those across the state. We promote the colleges, not just the community colleges, but the four-year universities as well, that show those jobs and have that program and that path forward.
The STEM bus currently travels to all community colleges and to many high schools in the state. North Carolina Community Colleges and Bio Network provide funding for this outreach program to encourage engagement with participants seeking an education in the biotechnology, pharmaceutical, and life science industries. North Carolina only has one STEM bus, so this rare opportunity to get on board was something that many Laney students will remember as they plan their futures. Reporting for USCO News, this is Luke Williams.
The New Hanover County Schools Advisory Council for Exceptional Students has sent brochures to each school to be placed in a prominent location, accessible to all parents, staff, and other stakeholders. New Hanover County Schools Advisory Council for Exceptional Students, also known as ACES, is a local advisory council established to study school offerings for students with special needs, make recommendations for improvements to the New Hanover County Board of Education, and serve as an avenue for public sentiment regarding special education services. The brochure outlines the purpose, the goals, and responsibilities of the organization. It also features the ACES meeting schedule. All meetings are open to the public. On the back of the brochure is the complete list of ACES board members. ACES is on Facebook, has a full website, and offers updates on its activities via Twitter.
The district's education bond referendum was approved November 4th with 63.8% of the vote. The passage of the bond means 14 projects designated as high priority by local school officials will now get the green light. On the same election night, 4 seats on the New Hanover Board of Education were filled, with 3 longtime district leaders and 1 newcomer. With a complete report on the changes is Heather Miller.
New Hanover County voters have pushed forward $160 million in local school district construction and renovation projects. The bond will pay for a new Northeast Elementary School, the replacement of both Blair and College Park Elementary Schools. Wrightsville Beach Elementary will also get a major overhaul, and each of the county's middle schools are slated for renovations. Laney, Hoggard, and New Hanover High Schools will see some renovations and additions, as well, and the district plans to implement system-wide safety and technology improvements, including the installation of security cameras at all schools and faster wireless and internet access. In the race for 4 seats on the New Hanover Board of Education, 3 longtime district leaders and 1 newcomer were elected. Incumbents Janice Kavanaugh, Don Hayes, and Ed Higgins, and first-time candidate Bruce Schell, all Republicans, earned those seats on the school board following the November election. Janice Kavanaugh, the longest-standing member on the board, received the highest percentage of votes, followed closely behind Bruce Schell, New Hanover's former county manager. Donald Hayes, who is currently serving as board chairman, came in third, just above Edward Higgins. Work is already underway to start construction on the new elementary school. Plans for the new Blair Elementary have been approved, and technology improvements will begin right away. Board members will be sworn into office during the December board meeting. Reporting for Your School News, this is Heather Jensen.
Speaking of the New Hanover County Board of Education, they are accepting letters of interest and resumes for a vacancy in one of the 4 positions appointed by the Board of Education to serve on the Cape Fear Community College Board of Trustees. The term of office on the Cape Fear Community College Board of Trustees is until June 2017. Regular meetings are held on the 4th Thursday of every other month at 4 p.m. in the boardroom at Cape Fear Community College. Interested applicants should submit a letter of interest and resume to the New Hanover County Board of Education, 6410 Carolina Beach Road, Wilmington, NC 28412. Attention, Tabitha Adams. The deadline to submit the required documentation is Wednesday, November 19th. Please include with your letter of interest the reasons why you aspire to be appointed and the skills you will bring to the office.
Finally, Natalie Cadell, media specialist at Gregory Elementary, came up with the idea to have a book character school-wide pumpkin contest. Teachers and students picked out their favorite book and went to work on their pumpkins. Teachers created classroom teams that drew out plans and created ideas. Once the concepts were developed, materials were purchased and donated by members of the school PTA. Voting for the best pumpkin character design was placed online, and the event received over 15,000 votes. Charlotte from Charlotte's Web came in first, Cat from Cat in the Hat took second, Captain Underpants took third, and Elmer the Elephant from the series of the same name took fourth place. It was an amazing event, and we will post our vote online so everyone can see some of these incredible creations.
Now don't go away. Coming up, North Carolina's reading scores hit 80%. We will have a report.
Plus, we have this week's edition of the Lunch Bill Affair.
Your school news will continue after the break.
Dorothy Parker is known for her disenchanted stories in which she revealed her underlying pessimism. A poet, critic, and short story writer, Parker is famous for her flashing verbal exchanges and malicious wit. A member of the famous intellectual circle, the Algonquin Round Table, Parker is considered one of the most influential women writers of her time. This background in literature has been brought to you by New Hanover County Schools.
You believe this guy?
Are you trying to start a wildfire?
Sorry. Pass the honey?
9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back to Your School News. It is no secret among educators that third grade is a pivotal year for future academic success, and reading proficiency plays a critical role.
That is why it is such good news that statewide, including right here in New Hanover County, under Read to Achieve, students received additional focus on reading that has put them on track to succeed at the next grade level. We get this report from Bobby Blue.
79% of North Carolina public school third grade students met the reading proficiency standards under North Carolina's Read to Achieve program, according to the Improved K-3 Literacy Accountability Measures Comprehensive Plan for Reading Achievement report. The North Carolina Read to Achieve program is a component of the Excellent Public Schools Act passed by the North Carolina General Assembly during its 2012 session. The goal of the program is to ensure that every third grade student is reading at or above grade level by the end of the school year.
Well, there are multiple ways to demonstrate proficiency in reading in third grade. There is a beginning of grade 3 assessment the students participate in, then the end of grade assessment. If they're not successful on the end of grade assessment, there's a Read to Achieve assessment in which they can participate, and there's also an alternative portfolio.
Students who are not reading at grade level by the end of third grade receive extra support, including reading camps, guaranteed uninterrupted blocks of reading time, and intensive reading interventions, so they will be more prepared to do fourth grade work. Students who are retained may be placed in a third grade accelerated class, in a fourth grade transition class with a retained reading label, or in a fourth grade accelerated class with a retained reading label. These students continue to have the opportunity to show proficiency by local alternative or completed portfolio through the rest of the fourth grade year to have the retained reading label removed. Reporting for Your School News, this is Bobby Blue.
If you would like to review New Hanover County's Read to Achieve results, then visit the school system's website at www.nhcs.net and look on the main page under Items of Interest.
It's time now for this week's Lunch Bill of Fare. Across the country, school lunchrooms have gotten a facelift and a menu makeover.
Lunch menu analyst Christopher Connor joins us with the school week's lunch menu so parents, students, teachers, and everyone working with the New Hanover County school system can plan their lunchtime options.
Thank you so much. We are beginning the next week of school, and on the menu we have chicken quesadillas and hot dogs ready to give you some midday energy. In fact, the lunch menu rocks this week. Let's take a look. On Tuesday, November 11th is Veterans Day. Do you know that there are approximately 24 million veterans living today? So if you happen to see one, tell hello and show them your gratitude. On Wednesday, November 12th, your entree choices are chicken quesadilla or a pork chop sandwich. On the side, corn, garden salad, and pineapple chunks. On Thursday, November 13th, the entrees include lasagna roll-up or a BLT sandwich with cheese cubes. Side items are sweet potato puffs, a garden salad, and fresh fruit. On Friday, November 14th, end the week on a high note with your choice of a hot dog with chili or a turkey and cheese hoagie. Sides items include macaroni, salad, baked beans, carrot sticks, a garden salad, and spiced apples. For the weekend, I've got a healthy tip for you. Dinner's at 8 and you just can't wait. Roll a thin slice of ham around a part skim mozzarella string cheese. Eat with a few grapes. It's a quick snack packed with protein and calcium. Remember, it's all about eating right. After the weekend, start the new school week off with your choice of chicken Alfredo with a breadstick or French bread pizza. On the side, chicken peas, glazed sweet potatoes, a garden salad, and mixed fruit. On the menus this year include more fresh produce, whole grains, and low-calorie snacks. Smart school meals and snacks can help students build a healthy habit for a lifetime. Now, taking a look once again at your lunch entrees for the week, you've got some great selections. Chicken quesadilla, pork chop sandwiches, lasagna roll-ups, and the classic American hot dog. That does it for this week's Lunch Bill of Fare. From the newsroom, this is Christopher Connor. Back to you.
Thanks, Christopher. Don't forget you can also catch the Lunch Bill of Fare during the morning show here on the Learning Network and get lots of helpful nutrition information online at www.nhcs.net/nutrition.
Now don't go away. Coming up, Ogden Elementary kickstarts their Relay for Life fundraising efforts in an amazing way.
This is Your School News on cable and online. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
And 30. Oh! Yo, hey, Allison.
What's going on?
Working on my free throws. Just sunk 30 straight.
30? That's not possible.
Maybe not possible for you, but I've been practicing.
Step back and give me the rock.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
1, 2, 11. You know it's harder when people are watching.
Hey, you know, 11's not that bad. All you need are a few pointers.
Thank you. Are you a free throw expert?
Well, no, not really, but I do know excellent teamwork when I see it. It's so much easier to get active and live healthier when your friends are there to motivate you with a little friendly competition.
Now let's get this game started.
Right.
Oh, she's going for the hook shot. Hook shot. Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
America.
Let's get healthy together.
Lace up the cleats, put on the pads, and tape up those ankles. The football edition of Sports Roundtable is back for its 15th season on the Learning Network. I'm Marty Fuhrer. If you're a high school football fan, then join me for Sports Roundtable. We'll feature the area's most in-depth look at local 4A gridiron action. From a strong defense to an explosive offense, we spotlight it all on Sports Roundtable. Each week, you'll get a first-hand account of all the plays from New Hanover County Schools' 4 head football coaches. So don't miss the Sports Roundtable, Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. right here on the Learning Network. Sports Roundtable is made possible with the support of Papa John's Pizza.
Welcome back to Your School News. Almost everyone has been touched by cancer in some way.
To help make a difference, students and staff at Ogden Elementary have already started walking to support the American Cancer Society.
Students of every grade level took to the field in front of the school to walk and run to raise money for this year's Relay for Life event in the spring.
Ogden Elementary has a strong history for supporting this annual event. One year the school raised an amazing $24,000 to help in the fight against cancer.
This is the first of several field events the school will hold to raise donations. During the first event, more than 700 kids, kindergarten through 5th grade, participated.
As students rounded the field, they were given a dot on their arms for each lap completed. Those dots equaled dollars raised towards this year's Relay for Life.
A lot of money. This Relay for Life kickoff event brought in $4,641. A great start for Ogden Elementary as they work together as a school family for a great cause.
That does it for this edition of Your School News. Recapping some of our main stories. What's Next in Your Life Transition Fair held at the Spencer Complex. Pumpkin Project taught measurement, place value, and other math concepts at Carolina Beach students. And Claire McFall, school social worker, named 2014 Southeast Regional School Social Worker of the Year.
Remember, Your School News is on cable and online. And don't forget to start your morning with our light and lively morning show, weekdays at 6 a.m.
I'm Maggie Cottle.
And I'm Felix Thibodeau. On behalf of the entire YSN crew, thanks for watching New Hanover County Schools TV on the Learning Network of the Cape Fear.
Have a great day.